So let me guess, you've visited us here in Baja a few times, whether it be Cabo, La Paz, Loreto, or even Todos Santos. You've fallen in love with the Mexican culture, our pristine beaches, and our beautiful weather. And now you're thinking about investing in real estate. My name is Blake Harrington. I'm with RE Mexico Real Estate, and today we're going to talk exactly how you own real estate in Mexico. There are a lot of myths and confusion out there, and today I'm going to help you understand it all. Now, of course, I expect this video to be informative and help you out a lot, but I also expect you to have more questions. You can always email us at info@caborealestate.com. We'll answer any of your questions you have specifically. We're here to help. I also want to talk about where we're filming from today. It's very special. It's Querencia Golf and Beach Club. Some of the best real estate in our community is offered here. This beautiful beach club is yours to use as a member when you purchase real estate here. You can find all of their listings available on our website, caborealestate.com. So now let's get right to it. The number one question that we address at RE Mexico Real Estate is how title is held in the ownership process in Mexico. And I'm proud to say that all RE Mexico agents are incredibly well versed and trained on title, because at the end of the day, it's the most important part of your real estate search. Let's start with the most important details on how the fideicomiso is held. The fideicomiso is a trust, and with the advent of the North American Free Trade Agreement, NAFTA, the Mexican government recognized that it was crucial to make foreign investment in Mexico safer and easier for non-Mexican citizens. They had to address this because the Mexican Constitution prohibits foreigners from purchasing or owning real estate within 60 miles of the US border or within 30 miles of the Mexican coast. So an innovative and secure method of holding title was created by the Mexican government. This method allows foreign ownership through a Mexican property trust called the fideicomiso. This is a trust agreement, just like an estate trust in the US, which gives the purchaser all the rights of ownership. So in order to obtain those rights of ownership, the Department of Foreign Affairs in Mexico City issues a permit to the Mexican bank of a purchaser's choice, allowing the bank to act as purchaser of the property. Essentially, the bank acts as the trustee for the trust, and the purchaser is the beneficiary of the trust. The trust is not an asset of the bank. The banks simply act as the trustee to hold the trust. Much like living wills or estate trusts in the US, the Mexican bank or trustee takes instruction only from the beneficiary of the trust, the purchaser. The beneficiary has the right to use, occupy, lease, and possess the property, including the right to build on it or otherwise improve on it. The beneficiary may also sell the property by instructing the trustee to transfer the rights to another qualified purchaser or bequeath the property to an inheritor. The initial term of this trust is 50 years. However, the trust can be renewed for additional periods of 50 years indefinitely, providing long-term control of the asset. The purchaser holds all the same rights as a property owner in the US or Canada, including the right to enjoy, sell, rent, or improve the property. This is not to be confused with a land lease. It's not a 99-year lease, a very common myth surrounding Mexican real estate investment. The property purchase is placed in a trust with the purchaser named as the beneficiary of the trust. The purchaser is not a lessee. If the property purchase is already held in a trust, the purchaser has the option of assuming that trust or having the property vested in a new trust. Now let's talk about establishing that fideicomiso trust. At RE Mexico Real Estate, we partner with federal and state notaries in all of our closings in order to secure your trust. A Notario Publico, or notary public, in Mexico is much different than a notary public in the US. In Mexico, notaries are specialized attorneys who can act on behalf of the state and the federal government in relation to any transaction. They are comparable to a US clerk of courts. On average, RE Mexico can obtain your trust within 60 to 90 days. In some cases, title has been transferred in as little as 4 weeks. We oversee the entire process and make certain you understand each and every step involved. Of course, there are closing costs involved with the purchase of real estate here in Mexico. The total cost can vary depending on the variety of circumstances. What we suggest to our buyers is that a purchaser plan on approximately 4 to 6% of the purchase price to cover these costs. Some of these costs include the appraisal, foreign relations permit, bank administration fees, a title search, transfer tax, the notary fees, and value-added tax on the services provided. The acquisition tax, or the transfer tax, is paid by the purchaser. It is currently 2% of the declared value of the transaction. So we strongly suggest to our clients hire a closing attorney to work solely on their behalf. In many ways, it's similar in the States that they act as an escrow officer by collecting the documents, getting the signatures, and getting all the paperwork in order for the notary. In fact, more than 90% of our transactions at RE Mexico Real Estate involve a closing attorney who works with us and our clients hand in hand to ensure the closing process is smooth. We at RE Mexico Real Estate work with many different closing attorneys and provide all of our clients with an estimated settlement statement while we're in negotiations, so all the costs are told to you up front. When it comes to escrow, we do work with the most reputable escrow companies as well. An escrow is involved in 90% or more of our transactions to hold the funds for the buyers and the sellers. However, please remember, the closing attorney will work on document collection and escrow is simply there to hold the money for the parties involved in the transaction. So that's a lot of information for you to digest, and I appreciate your time today. But I know you're gonna have questions, so please don't forget, you can email us at info@caborealestate.com and we'll answer all your specific questions. RE Mexico Real Estate's an independent brokerage firm. We are here to serve you and make sure that your transaction is smooth so you can enjoy the lifestyle that we enjoy down here in Baja. Thanks for joining us. See us at caborealestate.com. Until next time.